Hey, it's Chuck here back with Milton Daily Homes, and we're coming off the weekend, and we've got a big list, 20 homes, and there's actually some really nice ones in the list. So let's get right to it, and actually, quick note before I get to that, the people that came to the buyer class, we had a great time. It was one of my favorite buyer classes we've done in quite a while, so just wanted to thank you for coming. I hope you got a lot of value. I think a lot of people that came really did, and so anyways, let's get to the list. Big list today. 648 Frank Place, 289. It's a it's a 3-story. There's no backyards with these 3 stories, and so it's 1041 square feet or 1051, something like that. You've got a room here, and they've really packed a lot of stuff in there that you wouldn't want to do any more than that big couch. Plus the dining room. This overlooks the dining room here. There's a walkout to the 2nd floor balcony. You've got a park, a nice yellow park because everything's yellow these days. And you've got 2 bedrooms, okay? So that's a nice thing. A day bed is a good fit for that room. I've seen a queen-size bed in that 2nd bedroom, and it basically takes the whole room up. And so there you go. So that's basically your main floors. You've got your laundry here, closet, and then reflected through the closet, you can see there's a garage right there. And it's a great option. It's cheaper than rent to buy these places most of the time. And really good deal. I think they priced it very fair. It might already be gone, but if it's not, jump all over that, because that's entry point for detached homes in Milton, or not detached, sorry, freehold homes in Milton. 620 Ferguson number 62 is at $295. Same idea with this one. There's a $46 fee for snow removal and for roads, for garbage actually. So you're paying that $46 on a mortgage. If you added that to your monthly payment, would be the equivalent of about $10,000 in purchase price. So I look at this one. If it's at 620 Ferguson, I look at it and say this is actually not $295. It's like $305. It's about $10,000 difference in my mind because it carries the same as some of the Mattamy ones. There's no photos here. 2-bedroom, 2-washroom. It's an end unit, and it looks like they've done some laminate floors on the main living area. And overall, I think that this one is priced very fair for what you're getting. It's probably about 1,300 square feet. Okay, so Sprague Place is the next one, 3029. So now we're looking at one that's basically carrying for 305, and then the next one here on Sprague Place is at 3029. Okay, so this is a bigger model. It's 1,356 square feet. The shiny white cabinets, I don't know if people are going to be into that. I'm not sure how it would look in person. It looks okay to me, and you've got this big open room, walk out to the balcony there. The main floor can be a little tricky because it's just small enough you probably wouldn't use it as an actual rec room. You could maybe have a little seat there. It's a popular office area. Sometimes you even see people that throw a treadmill or something down there. And so there's the rest of the home. It's got 3 bedrooms. These 2 rooms right here are not that huge, okay, but they can still fit a queen-size bed, and 3029 I think is a very fair price for this one. Not a ton of upgrades, but I think that it's very fair for what they're typically selling for. 128 Lavery, I think this one has an offer on it. I'll go through it quick. It's like 1,650 square feet. California shutters, hardwood floors, and I think they just relisted this before the weekend, and probably did very well. Okay, so that's a good price for this one. I have a feeling it's already gone though. So 1132 Houston. Now, if you put a listing on at this time of year with snow on the ground, first of all, I bet you some people are looking forward to when the snow is coming until it gets here, and then they're probably waiting for weather like this. 369 semi-detached. It's over 1,800 square feet, and it has a separate entrance, which is a little bit hard to find. So potentially could be a good way to reduce your monthly carrying cost. There's no photos on this one, but strictly based on 4 bedrooms, semi-detached, and the size, it looks like a really good deal. Even if you go in and had to put 10 or 20,000 in, it's still looking pretty good. Hepburn is 384.9. It's a semi-detached. It's a Fern Ridge model, 1664, I believe. Although I think they have a bit of a different square footage. Mid-1600s, hardwood floors, the dark cabinets. All those things that a lot of people look for. Upgraded countertops in the bathroom, glass shower, all nice things. So, it looks pretty good to me. I think that's kind of a fair range for something like this. 65 Bronte is at 392.5. I like this little sort of awning coming in off the separate door. 58 by 110. Okay, it is on a slightly busier street, but it looks like there's lots of parking here. There's no garage, okay, so that's where you park your car. Kitchen looks okay. I think you could work with that. I think those cabinets could definitely, it depends on how you set the rest up. Are there stainless steel appliances? Some hardwood floors that have been redone. The staircase is beautiful. That might even be like a leaded glass sort of window. This is a pre-World War II home. So you look at this and you say you get the big chunky baseboards, the thick windows. That's probably original windows, so you might, they're probably not the most energy efficient. Smaller bedrooms, that's how they were built. So we don't see a lot of these in Milton. We see them definitely around the downtown. Great walking distance to a lot of things. 392.5 for detached looks really good. Make sure you get a good home inspector in this one, because you get into things with these homes like knob and tube wiring. The basements really weren't designed to be lived in, so you do find that they leak, right? Not saying this one does, but homes of this generation, it's very common to see that stuff. So get a really good inspector. My favorite inspector is Joe Seymour. He's at 905-634-1414. The best in the business by far. He's incredible. So anyhow, that's that one there. I think it has a lot of good. Being under 400 is a nice place to be, because you can't find a lot of detached homes under that price. Very smart decision. Hepburn is at 399.9, semi-detached. It says it's 1,900 square feet. I don't believe this model is that big, but don't quote me on that. Okay, so the hardwood looks like a Brazilian kind of hardwood. Certainly a nice impression here. Big open kitchen. These are nice layouts. They're very, very good models at $399. Given, for basically for the size, and Hepburn's a little bit busier. Probably where I would have put that one, just based on what I'm seeing here. 245 Wedham Heights is $419, and basically a little bit bigger than the previous one. Also a semi-detached. But when you look, you're talking about carpet, everything else. For $20,000 more, is it worth it? I'd take the other one on Hepburn for sure. 1028 Yates Drive, $429.9. So this is a, I think this home is probably about 1,500 square feet. It is detached. It said there's a partly finished basement there. So there's a rec room potentially. If that's the case, there's no photos on this one, but I definitely think that the basement would be the rocket fuel to get them well into the fours. Okay, so 904 Rego Crossing is at $449. Lots of these homes selling in this new area. So this is a Spirit Plan 4. You can always tell the garage. It has a certain column look here, and then the doors on the other side. There's two in today's list, and the next one is actually the exact same price, and they look very similar. So there's a front room there. You've got a big family room, eat-in kitchen here. That makes the kitchen look a lot smaller than it is. And so, this one definitely looks nice inside. There's so many of these for sale now. It's really hard to separate yourself from the pack. October 1st is their possession that they want, and 1,835 square feet. Here's another one with a little bit of a front porch there. Probably a slight preference I'd have for this elevation, and you get a good sense of the rooms there. So you've got a dining room, you've got a family room, kitchen, and then the eat-in area. So you can see how it opens up here much better. I like the white kitchen, the backsplash, the stainless steel. I think that these guys probably in a head-to-head are going to win, but it can come down to personal preference too on Weevil Trail. Okay, so 909 Bennett, cranking it up about 20,000, $469. Sterling model, about 2,100 square feet. This home's been rented for a number of years, and so what you have is from the front door, there's a little bit of a front room, great place for an office. Crown moldings here too, neutral colors. Then you've got a separate dining room just over to the side here, and then you've got your kitchen with a family room. And you can see the family room in this shot doesn't look that big, but it is actually pretty long. You can see it better from this angle there. Okay, there's the dining room, and it looks out over the front. So that's facing the front of the home, that big the turret style in the front. Okay, so nothing really on the upstairs. It is a 4 bedroom, and I don't know, seems kind of fair to me based on what other ones are selling for. It's hardwood upstairs too, which is a nice thing. So if you have kids that are allergic to dust, or you don't want carpet in the home, that might be a good option for you. 578 Caverhill, 479.9. There's homes that are the same size as this one. This one doesn't have a finished basement. Homes the same size are going for 429. So one of the things I noticed that's a bit of a competitive advantage is you're getting about 20 feet extra in the depth in the backyard, and it says 49. So it's possible it might even come in and be a little bit less in the backyard. It's 4 bedroom, 1,800 square feet, laminate floors. I like the driveway being side by side. I think that's a very positive thing. 1187 Ezar, double car garage, 519.9, 4 bedrooms. What you find is on a 36-foot lot, the garage is about 20 feet across. Then you've got a couple feet on either side for the neighbors. Actually, on that side, it's pretty tight. But you've only got about 10 feet here in that front hall. So until you get past the double garage, the main floor can seem a little bit smaller, but the upstairs can really open up. That's why we see the 4 bedrooms. Nothing really, no other pictures here. It looks like they've got mostly carpet in the home, 2,600 square feet. And it talks about a premium deep lot, but it's not a premium lot. It's a deep lot. It's got 100 feet. It's not extra wide. It's not extra. It's nothing more than the neighbors have. So that word premium gets used a lot. I don't know if it's justified here. High ceilings, hardwood staircase. There certainly looks like there's some good things. Pot lights. I don't know. I think that it's okay. I mean, let's wait for the photos. Let's see what happens with it. So 1391 Rolfe Terrace, 564.9, 4 bedroom, 3 washroom, and it's less than 2,500 square feet. I'm not seeing a lot in this listing that allows me to comment on it, but I do know that there's a lot of homes less than 2,500 square feet that are really floating for less than this. 1539 Clark. Clark can be a bit of a tricky street to sell on. This is a Newgate model. It's just under 2,500 square feet. Done some nice flooring here. I don't know if that's sort of like a fresco or something, or if that's a painting. I have no idea, but anyhow, it looks like it fills the whole wall there, and that's not an easy area to paint. There's your dining area, and above that, so this is all open up here, and then above that is the area in front of the master bedroom, which is more of an open den. And so it looks like they've customized the kitchen cabinets. They've done a backsplash here, tumbled marble. Yeah, I mean, it looks nice. I think that it may not cater to the taste of everybody. I love what they did with the driveway here. Done the deck in the back. I mean, it's a standard sized lot. I think this one would really show even better than the photos. There's a virtual tour here too. And it also says there's a partly finished area in the basement. That term gets thrown around a lot too, so I don't know exactly what that means. They do have a rough-in in the basement too. It doesn't blow my mind on the price, but again, I mean, sometimes you get there and you go, wow, this really looks nice. 906 Chambers, nice quiet street. If you don't live on Chambers, there's no reason to go on the street. Great street hockey type of street. I mean, really, really nice. Great for kids to grow up there. 7099, and so it's a Tothberg. It's 3,300 square feet, just over that. And so they've upgraded the countertops here. A little too much stuff in the kitchen. Like if they took all this away, what you'd find is you just have a fresher, cleaner feel about this home. Again, in person, you can see past some of that stuff. I like the lattice work right here, so you have a little bit of privacy if you want to sit outside, and so the real value push on this one is the finished basement, the laundry. Again, I mean, taking a few less things away, these kind of things, I think would just enhance the impression. The ensuite on this one's beautiful. There's a nice high peak ceiling here, California shutters. Yeah, the finished basement with a bathroom down there, with a bedroom, certainly a positive thing. I mean, the last one that sold for this model, I mean, 610, it was not bad. It was on Tuxford. I don't know. I mean, it's certainly it's a battle over 7. It's a real battle. But like I said, I do like the fact that they've got that basement done. Makes a big difference. $1249 Christie, $749.9. Waiting for the photos. I believe this one was listed about a year ago. And so you're looking at this. I don't remember the model that it is, but same thing, 5 washrooms on this one. A finished walkout basement, so they're even plussing the other guys. And the other real value difference is that they're backing onto a forest. There's about 4 homes for sale in Christie. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the street. We've got one of them actually, and if I remember the pictures, this one looked pretty good. I mean, this certainly had some nice features. The basement, I think, had a home theater, if it's the one I'm thinking of, and cool, very nice. This one has all those things that you'd want in the forever home. 194 Forbes is at $799.9, and it's a bungalow. Okay, so very not a real common thing to see bungalows, especially in this price range. And you definitely have to have some horsepower behind you to buy the bungalow, which is usually a downsizing kind of home for $800,000. 50 by almost 100-foot lot, but you really need that because this home is between 2,500 square feet and 3,000 square feet. The bungalow, on a 2-story, you're actually taking up less land, but the bungalow is sprawled over that whole area. I bet you this home cost a lot of money from the builder. It's a Heathwood home. You're probably going to see some incredible finishes in this home. I know a realtor's related to the sellers, so I'm sure they got great advice there. 4 washrooms in a bungalow. It's like I said, I mean, this is going to be a really spectacular home. Forbes is a super street, so let's wait for the photos. I think that'll be a fun one to check out. And that's our list for today. So hope you enjoyed it. And again, to the people who came to the buyer class, my sincere appreciation. It's the people who come who really make it a great thing. So have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes. Bye for now.